So very good morning students, welcome back to first year physics. That I want to say about a problems on the basis of modulus of elasticity and stress and strain. See, on the basis of this we are doing the problems, right? Now let us look at the page number. See, page number is 255. Question number is, look at the question number is 255 page number. Page number 255, question number is 2. Let us, a copper wire of length is 2.2 meter and a steel wire of length is 1.6 meter. Both of diameter is 3 mm are connected end to end. When stretched by a load, the net elongation is found to be 0.70. Obtain the load applied. Question. Read question clearly and thoroughly. Then after we can do it. Right? See, once again. See, copper wire of length is given. That is, you say LC or you say L1 is equal to 2.2 meter is given. And the steel wire, S steel is equal to L2 is equal to, that is 1.6 meter. Both of diameters are connected to end. So there will be a both, that is diameter of a copper, diameter of a steel is equal to, because both the diameters are given as same, so 3 mm is given, right? You convert as 3 into 10 power minus 3 meter it is. Are connected end to end. When stretched by a load, the net elongation found to be, see, because of this there will be a delta L is found. See, 0.7 meter, because one is the copper, one more is the steel, both are joined like this. The diameters are equal. And because of the load applied here, there will be a load applied. See, there will be an extension produced in the both the composite wire is 0.7 meter. Is asking this load. Now let us, we know actually load is asking, no, and here in the question only given, or else if not, if they not given also, we should remember Young's modulus of a copper wire is YC is equal to 1.1 into 10 power, you say it is Y1, right? 10 power 11 Newton per meter square, and Y2 is equal to, Y steel is equal to, it is 2 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. See, both Young's modulus are given. Now is asking what? Find the ratio, find is asking load, no? So here you do one thing. First of all, you get a both the composition, we don't know, no? Which one for this ratio of, for both combination is given as delta L. The delta L is nothing but we can call as delta L1 plus delta L2. But we don't know delta L1 and delta L2. After knowing this, let us, we can find a Young's modulus. So, load we can get. So for this purpose, first of all you write as ratio Y is equal to F by A into L by delta L we can write. Shall I? Yeah, now by using this, the wire are connected in the series, no? So for this series combination, Y are different but remain all is same. So delta L1 by delta L2 is equal to, you say Y2 by Y1. So what is Y2 given? 2 into 10 power 11, and what is Y1 given? 1.1 into 10 power 11. So you cancel this, 20 by 11 it is. Or you say it is 20 by 11. And of course the length also given, no? Yeah, here it is, you take length also. It is becomes delta L, no? L1 by L2 it is. Write as L1 is how much? It's given as 22.2. L2 is given as 1.6. So cancel it. 22 by 16 it is. See, approximately delta L1 by delta L2 is equal to, after simplification, we may get the 2.5. So now we say delta L1 is equal to 2.5 L2. So here you substitute, get a delta 1 answer. Delta L is given as 0.7, and here you write as delta L1 2.5 delta L2 plus delta L2. So 0.7 is equal to 3.5 delta L2. So delta L2 is equal to 0.7 by 3.5. So 7 by 3.5. 7 ones 6 I think. Sorry, it is 7 by 35, no? 7 5s are. So 35 it is. So 1 by 5 is one answer it is. That is, we can say approximately delta L2 is equal to, so you know, here it is 10 power in given is meter only, no? So delta L1 is given as mm. I think delta L is given as mm. So once look at delta L is, no, it is only meters. So that here we'll get the delta L2 is approximately 1.5, no? So it is delta L, yeah, this is an equation, 0.7 into 10 power 3 not required. So it is delta L2 it is. Now we know delta L2, get delta L1 also. This one you substitute here, we'll get the delta L1 by delta L2 is equal to 2.5, no? Delta L1 by 1 divided by 5 is equal to approximately 2.5. So simplify this. So we may get the answer is, after taking this simplification, so that here we'll get the answer is delta L2, delta L1 is equal to, it is maybe L1 is 5 it is. After simplify, then we know delta L1 and delta L2 we know. Now we need to find a load, no? So that load is nothing but a y is equal to F by A into L by delta L. So that here is asking F, that is a load, no? Y A delta L by L. You want to say 1, 1, 1, 1. So this, or you want to write F2 is equal to Y2 A2 delta L2 by L2. Anyway, because we know delta L2, we know L2, we know Y2, we know Y1, L1, delta L1. Of course, areas are same, no? Better you cancel areas. Therefore, area also given pi r square, no? R in the sense diameter is given. So you take F is equal to, or load is equal to, see, after substituting, because pi into r value, that is diameter is given, no? The diameter is given as 3. So 1.5 into 10 power minus 3 whole square into delta L1 or Young's modulus 1.1 into 10 power 11 and y5 into, this is 10 power minus 4 by, this is 2.2. See, simplify this. See, we may get the 1.8 into 10 power 2 it is Newton. This is will be like this. Clear? So this is the one question related to on the basis of Young's modulus and the stress and the strain. Right? Also you want to go for anyone, either this one or this one, because both will get the same. Right? And look at, there is another question on the basis of this. Yeah, a square load slab of a side 50 centimeter and square load of a slab of a side 50 centimeter, side is 50 centimeter and thickness is 10 centimeter, subjected to a shearing force of 9 into 10 power 4 Newton. The lower edge is riveted to the floor. How much will the upper edge will be displaced? That means here the given is, question number is 4 and the page number is 256. The given data is, there will be a, this is the fixed area and there is a force applied. There may be displaced upper layer will be delta L. Is asking this upper layer displaced because of the force applied. Sir, how much horizontal force applied? Yes, there will be a force applied is, it is equal to, force is equal to 9 into 10 power 4 Newton is applied here at the top. So that the top layer is displaced, but the bottom layer is fixed. Bottom layer is fixed, but the top layer is displaced through a distance or displaced is delta L. And here area is given, area is equal to, say, it is 50 centimeter and thickness. That means side length is given. Yes, this is the 50 centimeter is given, side length. And one more is given, thickness of the slab also given. So that area is nothing but a length into thickness. So that you say it is 50 centimeter into thickness is 10 centimeter, approximately 50, 500 into 10 power minus 4 we can, or else 5 into 10 power minus 2 also no problem. This is will be area. Now he is asking what? Displacement is asking, no? Better you write resolutive modulus, because here the resolutive modulus also given, no. Yeah, shearing modulus also given. Of course in the question is not given, but you note down it is capital shearing modulus. N is equal to given as 5.6 into 10 power 9 it is. This is the shearing modulus. Now neta is equal to, you write as F by A into delta L by L, right? By delta L by L. So N is equal to F by A into L by delta L. So he is asking delta L. Delta L is equal to F by A into L by neta. So of course neta is there. Once look at the question. In that question neta given, F is there because force applied is 9 into 10 power 4 Newton. Area is there 5 into 10 power, yes. You need to substitute here. 9 into 10 power 4 Newton. Area will be 5 into 10 power minus 2. Length will be, how much is the length is given as 50, no? Yes, it should take as length is 50. Again it is given in the centimeter, 50 into 10 power minus 2. And your resolutive modulus is given 5.6 into 10 power 9, right? So better 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 2 is cancelled, 5 ones, 5 tens is cancelled. Delta L is equal to 90 by 5.6 into 10 power 4 into 10 power minus 9. So this is cancelled. Delta L is equal to 90 by 5.6 into 10 power minus 5. So now you simplify this. So it may get 1.6 into 10 power minus 4 meter, or delta L is equal to 0.16 mm. A displacement is how much a displacement is taken in the upper layer is, it is approximately equal to 0.16 mm. 0.16 mm. Right? Now there is another problem. See, fifth question. Look at the fifth question. The average depth of the Indian Ocean is about a 3000 meter. See, calculate the fractional compression delta V by V of a water at the bottom of the ocean, given that the bulk modulus of water is given. So, given data you write first. Say depth of the sea. The question number is 5. See, depth of the water. H is equal to 3000 meter it is, and here 3000 meter, and the bulk modulus is given K, or you say B is equal to 2.2 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square, and here delta V by V is asking, right? So that here we know is asking delta V by V. Is asking delta V by V is question mark. Bulk modulus is equal to, we can write as a stress by or volume stress F by A by delta V by V. Now K is equal to F by A into V by delta V. Fine. So now is asking delta V by V. You take as subject F by Ka, right? F by Ka. See, F we don't know. Right, F we need to get, so that F is nothing but we can say that we need to get because stress is equal to, so we know stress is equal to, it is F by A, no, nothing but mg by A. So here m we can write as Ah rho g by A. So this is will be stress. Then stress is equal to H rho g. So what is H is given? Of course 3000. Density of water we know 10 power 3, and G value also we know 10. So for the stress will get 3 into 10 power 7 Newton per meter square. this is the stress. Yes, stress we know, and here K we know, because the K is given 2.2 into 10 power 9. Then delta V by V is asking. Delta V by V is equal to stress is 3 into 10 power 7 by K is 2.2 into 10 power 9. So that 30 by 22 into 10 power 7 into 10 power minus 9. So cancel this. 30 by 22 into 10 power 7 minus 2. I mean minus 2 will get, and again it is cancelled. 3 by 22 into 10 power minus 1. So approximately delta V by V, we may get the 1.36 into 10 power minus 2. This is delta V by V. The given question, delta V by V will be like this. Okay? And here. Yeah. In the question, in the very short answers, there also one problem is given. Like in the very short answers, look at in the very short answers. Question number 11. Question number 11. Look at. Explain why maximum height of a mountain on a earth is approximately 10 kilometers. Why it is? Maximum height of a mountain is only 10 kilometers. Why? Look at here. Actually, we should know. See, suppose consider mountain height is h, and the mountain area of cross section is a, and the average density is, you say, rho. And here for that we can say elastic limit or yield strength of a typical rock in general. See, I will tell you one. We need to find, no? So that stress is equal to mg by a. Then h rho g we can. It is a stress, right? Why it is only mountain's height are approximately 10 kilometers, not more than that. And here for this, it is a rock is consist, no? For the rock, stress value or yield point will be, for the stress or yield point will be, that is 3 into 10 power 8 Newton per meter square for a rock. And here for the rock, density is equal to, rock density, you say rho is equal to, it is given as 3 into 10 power 3, 3 into 10 power 3 kg per meter cube. This is the rock density and the yield point of a rock. At that point, at this point, maybe rock is to be yield, or it is to be converted into the liquid state, or it is to be yielding point is starts at 3 into 10 power 8 only. Now let us, we know there will be a stress, of course we know, rho we know, g we know. Therefore you find out rock or mountain height is stress by rho g. So h is equal to, stress is 3 into 10 power 8, density will be 3 into 10 power 8 and 10 it is. I mean it is 3, right? So that here 10 power 4 and 3 will be cancelled. It is 10 power 8 into 10 power minus 4. So that h is equal to 10 power 4 meter it is. Or in kilometers you say 10 kilometer, because 1 kilometer is equal to 10 power 3. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 power 3. See, maximum height will be for the mountain on the earth surface is approximately only 10 kilometer. Why, sir? This is the reason. Because stress of the rock is, or yield point is 3 into 10 power 8, and the rock density is approximately 3 into 10 power 3. So that this values you substitute in this expression, you will get the height of the mountain, approximately 10 kilometers. Right, and go for the next. Yeah, there is another question is there in the page number 263. 263, question number 1. Here, look at here. A copper wire of 1 mm, yes, of course, diameter is given, stretched by applying a force of 10 Newton, find the stress of the wire. See, stress is asking. So stress is nothing but a force by area. So there is a mg by area is pi r square. It is a stress. So that how much a force is applied, mg or f is given as 1 Newton, right? And r is nothing but a diameter, right? So the diameter is given as 1 mm. So radius is equal to d by 2, that is we can say 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 3. So max stress will be 1 by pi into 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 3 whole square. So that it is 4 by pi into 10 power minus 6. Suppose you want to simplify, yes, stress is equal to 4 by 3.14 into 10 power minus 6. Yes, you go through this complete calculation. See, we may get stress approximately equal to 1.273 into 10 power 7 Newton. It is Newton per meter. Clear? This is the one problem. And here another one also is there. See, based on that, again we have a tungsten wire of length is 20 centimeters stretched by 0.1 centimeter. Find the strain on the wire. So this is very simple question, of course. Look at here. See, a tungsten wire of length given. Second question it is on the same page number 263. Tungsten wire of length given 20 centimeter and stretched by delta L is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Then is asking strain, that is delta L by L, right? So delta L 0.1 by 20. So we can write as 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 2 or 0.5 into 10 power minus 2 is the strain. Clear? And like that in the same another question also there, that is the third question, the same page number, question number 3. See, if an iron wire is stretched by 1%, what is the strain on the wire? Of course, delta L by L into 100 is given as 1%, right? So delta L by L is equal to, we can take as 1 by 100. Now is asking strain, no? So strain is equal to delta L by L, then it is equal to 1 by 100. So approximately strain is equal to, we'll get the 0.01 it is, right? And in the same page number, look at the same question. In the same page number, question number is same. See, question number is fourth one. Look at the fourth one. So the question given, a brass wire of diameter 1 mm and length is 2 meter stretched by applying a force of 20 Newton. If the increase in length is 0.51 mm, then find stress, strain and Young's modulus. See, this is the given question number 4 in the same page number 263. So the given data you write, first diameter is given 1 mm and come to the point is length of the wire is given 2 meter and by applying a force of 20 Newton, increase in length will be 0.51 mm. 0.51 into 10 power minus 3 delta L. Then stress is asking. First one you go for the stress. It's nothing but a F by A, right? So F by pi r square it is. F value is given 20, 3.14. Of course diameter, no, radius is equal to d by 2. It is 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 3. You write as 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 3 whole square. Then there will be a stress after simplification. Stress we may get 2.546 into 10 power 7 Newton per meter square after taking the simplification. This is one. And in the same way you go for the strain. So strain is nothing but a delta L by L, of course. We know delta L 0.51 mm and L also we know 2. So that here you write 0.51 into 10 power minus 3 by 2. So we'll get the strain is, after simplification, 0.255 into 10 power minus 3 it is. Third one is asking Young's modulus, stress by strain. So stress is we know 2.546 into 10 power 7 by, also strain we know 255 into 10 power minus 3. Then you take a simplification, approximately 9.84 into 10 power 10 Newton per meter square. This is the Young's modulus, right? So it is the about today's class, and we'll see in the next class. Thank you very much. Thank you.